Identify and disable
Hello everyone, LPhoenix here. Let's continue the XWVM playthrough with Operation 8, Rescue Sullustan Tech Staff. And I will opt for using the classic version because this has a lot more enemies. And actually, I'm not sure if it's easier or harder. Like, at the end you get more enemies, but during the rescue operation you get fewer. So yeah, you'd be the judge which you prefer. Anyways.
Okay, pilots, listen up. Identify and disable Imperial transports bearing prisoners. Protect our rescue transports from any Imperial counterattacks. Destroy all other transports before they can reach the Imperial frigates. Man your starfighters!
Actually, this sentence...
Identify and disable Imperial transports bearing...
said stop. Okay. You don't need to destroy the others. You only need to disable the ones which are which we need to recover. I have no idea why it is in the briefing that you need to destroy. Maybe it was that they changed it before release. Yeah, I'm not sure. And we'll see which ones will get the prisoners because of the additional difficulties. Randomized special craft. I don't know beforehand, so I don't take this playthrough as a guide on which to disable. If you, in general, if you don't have it this enabled, I will put it on screen which transports you need to disable, and only those.
Read these instructions for more information on the mission.
Anyways, let's continue. For some time, the Rebel Alliance has been trying to convince the Sullustans, the most renowned navigators in the galaxy, to join our cause. They have remained stubbornly unaware of the dangers of Imperial power. Recently, unbeknownst to the Sullustans, Imperial stormtroopers kidnapped a highly skilled Sullustan technical staff. It is guessed that this operation was somehow connected to Operation Strike Fear, and that possibly the Empire plans a full-scale invasion of Sullust. The Alliance High Command hopes by rescuing the technical staff and returning them to the Sullustans, they can become convinced of the evil intentions of the Empire and join the rebel cause. Your mission is to disable the prisoner transports and protect the Alliance rescue operation. Okay, this is notoriously difficult for people to do. One of the, maybe the hardest mission before viewing and the expansions were added. Anyways, let's go! This is a pretty annoying mission because of... not just because of the sheer amount of TIE Advanced I need to take out, but because I'm not sure if I can kill all of them. Because, they are faster and will go for capture transports. Anyways, I'm not killing this because first I want to, make sure that I'm only disabling, or at least close to disable, the transports which I need to disable. Let me me explain. So if you start to lower the systems or start to disable craft, its systems will... Yeah, there's one of the transports. Its systems one by one will... Yeah, there's the second one. Good. Will one by one get disabled, including engines. So you don't need to completely disable a craft to disable its engines. So 1, 2... how should I do this? It's still not. Now it's stopping. Okay. 25% of system is enough. And some intermezzo with those TIE interceptors. There will be 10 waves of the TIE interceptors, so they will interrupt me a few times. Okay, that one is almost disabled. And I'm not disabling the transports because that triggers the rescue transports, which triggers the TIE advance. And I want to do a few things before the TIE advance arrive. Okay. Let's do a low-powered ion. Good. Now I can kill the other transports without any issue. I don't need to inspect them or anything, they can just die. Transports are so slow, I can put all powers to engines and lasers. And they have quite a while to get to hyper. Don't you dare. The other dot, oops. Okay, this one is trying to follow the almost disabled guy, almost disabled leader. Yeah, so that's why it's circling, or something like that. In total there will be 10 waves of those TIE interceptors. Okay, that one we keep alive, and that one as well. Okay, then we're done with the transports for now. So let's concentrate on the TIE interceptors. There will be in total 88 TIE advanced in this mission. 40 of them are triggered by attacking one of the frigates and 40 by the other, attacking the other frigate. They are called Warspite and Negrestar. But getting attacked, in my experience in this mission, is not necessarily the frigates getting hit. Getting in, I don't know how close, but getting in range also triggered one time the TIE Advanced. So yeah, I will just keep my distance for now. The issue with this mission is that the TIE Advanced have too much HP for me to kill on the while they are going for the rebel transports. So yeah, defending the rebel transports is really difficult. I haven't succeeded yet with it. Okay, how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is wave 8. Or I miscounted maybe. Okay, so yeah, let's... there are two ways to do this. One is to disable one of the transports right now and trigger the stuff. And the other is to trigger the TIE Advance, which will come for me. Let's do the latter. There will be 80 of those. So yeah, let's try triggering only one of the TIE Advanced. Maybe 2 kilometers, I don't know. And I will not use any of my torpedoes for this, for triggering the frigates. Okay, let's trigger that one. Yeah, there are the TIE Advanced. Delta. And actually I will disable one of them. Which will be interesting to do. Also, I don't want to fly towards the frigates, so let's just fly away. So let's kill 3 of them and disable the last. Or disable this one maybe. Let's just kill it. Okay, this one will try to go home, so let's disable it. Good. This is the best opportunity to disable the TIE Advanced. Because they don't evade. When they fly home or try to fly home. Okay, next group I want to trigger. Should be Gamma, yep. Okay, I can disable that. Ugh. And then let's go farther from the frigates. I hit one of the others, so let's prioritize this one first. Wow, nice shooting. It's nice of him to fly straight for this long. Good. Now, let's disable the frigate. This will be tedious. I just want to maximize my chances, so that's why I want to disable the frigates. Actually, I could fly a little bit slower, I think. Star disabled. Now it's you next, Warspite. Let's get to the other side first. By the way, I learned... What was it? Yeah, you can do page up, page down. And what was it? There was one... shortcut, which... yeah, just a sec. There's a way to zoom on... yeah, right, I know. You can zoom on these panels if you want. Just press the 7 and 9 twice. Or a second time. So, though it's a little pixelated, but that's fine. I don't think there's such a thing with any of the other... no. If I do this... okay. I wanted to do this. Ah, okay. I'm not sure that is intended. Oh well, anyways. I felt that my shield was recharging really fast when I shunted. power from lasers to shields, and maybe that was just... If I do... Ah, right, okay. So I can't... If I overcharge one side, then... let's call it overcharged, then it could charge one side of the shields instead of the usual two sides. That's why it felt so fast. The other one. Okay, that was an awful attack run. Should I damage the hull when the shields are not down? Okay, interesting. Good. Okay, so Warspite is disabled as well now. Okay, then let's do the difficult part of the mission. Let's disable one of the transports. And my tactic will be full powers to engines. Launch one torpedo at one of the TIE Advanced. That one gets distracted. And I will kill the other, and hopefully I can get in firing range of the first one, which will be distracted by the torpedo. That's the only idea which I have on how to deal with them. Maybe crashing into them is an option as well, but good luck. Good luck ramming advanced in a Y-wing. I mean, it will just run away from you, so Good. Now, the TIE Advanced will come from one of the frigates to the right of me. There's the two guys. Yeah, and they instantly go for rescue. 2. Okay, let's make sure you are evading as well. Okay, that torpedo will be helpful. Wow. Okay, I was definitely not expecting the torpedo to connect. Okay, and there are 2 waves of these, so this is the second last wave of them. Okay, maybe with this one I can just do it like this. Great. Yeah, let's try this. It was working so well with the previous one. Yeah, I was expecting something like this instead of what I got with the first torpedo. Okay, but this one, at least I'm in firing range.
Mission Critical Crack has started their boarding operation.
Nice shot.
Mission Critical
Great.
under attack.
Yeah, one attack run is enough for the Advance to take out the transport, so that was... wow. Okay, so let's recharge completely. And let's do it again. If you disable any of the other transports which don't have any of the prisoners, you fail the mission because the rescue transports will dock with them and only them. Only with the first transport, which is disabled. Anyways, this transport can be killed now.
Mission critical craft, half mission critical.
Nice shot.
Mission critical craft destroyed.
Okay, recharge, so let's gather a little bit of speed before disabling this one. I'm quite far from these, but I think I'm in the correct angle now. Or not, maybe? No, I'm not. Good, and the other is completely distracted. Great. It. Okay, torpedo incoming, great. Yeah, this torpedo idea was the winning one, looks like. Actually, let's try something. Let's make it go home. Okay. Yeah, actually, let's fly home with this side advanced. Or a little bit closer. I thought I am slower in this case. Maybe it depends on how damaged the TIE advanced is. Anyways, I just wanted to get a little bit closer to the frigates before triggering the second wave.
Mission critical craft has started their boarding operation.
Almost, but that should be good enough because it will turn around. I hope in time. Ah, that's even better again. I don't understand what's the logic behind. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Anyways, let's just kill this one. What are you doing? Okay. That evasion was unnecessary, I guess, what it did. Anyways, this is the last TIE advance, which is a risk of ruining the mission. Great. Okay, the transport is going home. So let's destroy the transport. Omicron 4. And then let's just kill the TIE Advanced one by one. There are still 72 left. But mission complete. Okay, let's do a little bit of time compression while flying to the remaining advanced. At least it's 4 at a time with them being disabled. Great. Wow. I haven't killed 2 TIE Advanced this fast. Ah, they're coming from the other. Yeah, there are 10 waves of both gamma and delta. Let's not kill delta. Okay. I don't know how I managed to get that short of a reflex time or something. I don't know. Okay, I can't shoot at them when they exit hyper, it seems now. Exit hangar. Yeah, I'm far. That's delta. that was not necessarily worth it. Yeah, let's recharge a little. Okay, that was enough, I guess. that was awful. Much better. Okay, this one is trying to evade collision, I guess. Or avoid collision, I mean. Not sure why I'm having this much trouble hitting this specific TIE Advanced. before finishing off this one I want to recharge, so let's just not kill it yet. Okay. I was hoping for a little bit more hull damage. Okay, are you flying home? Yes, you are. Though you're a little bit too fast for my liking. Yeah, much better. Was that the 10th? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because I disabled the first one. Okay, then deltas. Okay, I hit all kinds of TIE advanced. I just want to finish them off before they can recharge their shields properly. Okay, Delta 3 then. Actually, I hit all 4 advanced in there. Looks nice. Good. To use the CMD or whatever that, if it's called CMD in the X-Wings games, the targeting computer for the snipes was not working too well, and I'm not sure why. And I didn't hit any of the others. Okay, at least some hits on Delta 1. Nice. Okay, a bit so close. Slower. Okay, I didn't intend to kill that yet. Okay, no hits. That's fine. Before triggering the next wave, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I guess the next wave will be the last of deltas. How nice of you to get in front of me right away. Let's not die to the last two. Yeah, somehow their attack angles are pretty good. Were pretty good. Heh, 1%. Now you die. Good. Now let's do something special. Let's make the frigate explode at the same time. Yeah, at least close. Okay, they have similar HP. So let's stop. Here. Okay, then here. Okay, close. Let's do it from... yeah. Just trying to get a good angle. Yeah, I think this should be something like a fine angle. Yeah, I think there is a laser difference, yeah. Yeah, okay, then let's sync this up somehow. Good. Okay, so messages after this exhausting mission. It's critical that we rescue the captured Sullustans. We could really use another ally right now. Inspect the transport and disable the ones with prisoners on board. Aboard. The transport has Sullustans aboard. Make sure to disable it. You've located a group of Sullustan prisoners. Disable that ship. Rescue team here. We're moving into position. Guys are going for rescue after rescue 2. This is the rescue team. We're under attack. One of the prisoners' transports is heavily damaged. Protect that ship. That's interesting because nothing attacks the transports. Like that was the message before killing the Lambda 1, I guess. It was triggered by Lambda 1 getting close to getting destroyed. Okay. Then, more ties have launched. It looks like they're going straight for Rescue 1. Or Rescue 2. I mean, yeah. That looks like Rescue 2 with Roman numbers. The exclamation mark doesn't show up. Anyways, I assume it's an exclamation mark. Okay, that's everyone accounted for. Let's get out of here. And mission complete. The Sullustan techs are safely away. Great job. Report back for debriefing. And an hour later. Almost. Anyways, let's go home. Please move that cursor away. Actually, I know that the next version will not have that cursor there. Ooh, another achievement. Oh, actually I failed this mission a few times and the game registered it and offered me that, okay, you can cheat now to complete the mission. Will not look. Cool. That's a lot of points. And a lot of tie advanced kills. 56%. That's not too bad, though there are transports and frigates in this. Oh well. Anyways, that's it. See you in the next one.